What is up, guys? My name is Animichi here, and welcome back to movie 2 of What If Naruto Was a Kid Hokage. Before I begin this What If, I just posted part 1 of this What If, movie 1 of this What If. So, I just want to come by and post the second one because I think this is very awesome. But the third movie What If will not be posted by today. It will be posted probably tomorrow or Monday, because I'm not going to be posting those videos over and over. But another fan fiction, after this fan fiction is over and done with, then I'm going to be posting another fan fiction of any caliber. So be aware, I'll be start posting fan fictions and posting my own fan fictions when I'm done writing them and scripting them. So be aware of that. I'm not done with my fan fictions, and I will not be giving out hints of what the fan fiction will be about. So please be aware, I'm not finna do that. But my fan fiction is not done yet, and it's not completely done, but it's almost there. I just gotta type a little bit of this and that, and say a little bit of this and that and that and that, but that's all. So like I said, all for my videos will be only posted by fan fictions or what if that you guys will like. That is what it's all about, fan fictions, and or what you guys will like to hear about any kind of what ifs. So if you guys have any what ifs that you want me to go over, well, I will go over it. If you got any fan fictions that you want me to read, please post it down in the comments. Don't give me any fan fictions that is not good for YouTube. So if you do that, then I will have to delete your comment. So with that being said, I'm taking over my YouTube channel and being active as a YouTuber creator that I create content for you guys. So like I said, please comment down below. I do not want my comments to be empty or anything like that. If you guys have any comments, any what ifs, link it down below. Comment down below. Do anything you wish to down below in the comments. I do not want anything that's inappropriate or anything that is not for YouTube. So just to be aware, I will delete your comments by any means necessary. So please be aware of that. With that being said, me talking is not going to get in this video shortly. So welcome to Chapter 8, Naruto Dreams on Print. Naruto, blue eye closed, with a confused jump open. Joining awake, Naruto found himself in the chair and lost around and seeing Commander Dragon standing near him. Sorry, Hokage-sama, but you fell asleep. And you have a meeting with Danzo-sama soon. Naruto rubbed his eyes. Then the sleep went away from his eyes and looked at Dragon, trying to remember what he's talking about. And after clearing his thousands, he then begins to speak, along his voice, and still hours from sleep. They are right, Dragon-san. I most have passed out or something after getting my clones' memories. I guess 20 clones doing several paperwork was too much, and I got hundreds, son. I must have Danzo off because of it. Thank you for waking me. Dragon just nodded, and then there was a knock at the door. Naruto looked over and said in a calming tone of interest, the best one he could do. Enter this fellow by Danzo, walking limping in. Good morning, Hokage-sama, he said in a very respectful tone. Naruto replied, good morning to you as well, Danzo-san. Commander Dragon, you're dismissed. He then added, and so are you too, he said while looking at the currents of the office. Well, Squid and Zero are Dragon, Squid and Zero leave in a front of level, while Naruto arrived the secret seal around the office and looked at Danzo. So Danzo-san, how many new Ambos do you have? To which Danzo replied quickly and without failure. You have 357 new Anbus ready for mission service, Hokage-sama. Naruto smiled at this, whilst being replied with a good. Naruto stuffed some paperwork on his desk before he pulled out a file and handed it to Danzo. In the file, it is a file of some seeming head ranking shinobis for our 4 fellow villagers ever since they are all tuning and joning, and well, not only are well known that need to be dealt with, as they could post rank risk if they grow in strength. I want them all dead within the next 2 weeks. Is this understood, Danzo? Looking through the files folder. In respect, yes, Hokage-sama. Good, you're dismissed. Danzo gets up, but before he leaves, he turned to Naruto and said, You know, I had thought at first you'd be like Hiruzen and be a peace lord. Lover. I was also understood the impression you will explain me from some saying the Hokage-sama. But I thought you were an idiot, Naruto. Just looked at Danzo blankly and responded, well, I do love peace, and I want to ensure that there is peace, as I do not like the death of my Persian people and this people of Konoha. I do not believe it should be done by trying to make everyone too happy. That's just not possible. It leads to others walking around over you. But if you are so strong, then no one will dare go against you. You are your will, then you can create peace, or attain many peace. He then added in, as for the idiot part, well, there's 2 reasons why I do no longer appears to be one. One, the Hokage's library contains a lot of information, and shadow clones are a hand tool. And 2, I always warned an overlord idiot mass to make people not think of me as a true thou after all. You cannot have a demon getting too smart, can you? Danzo just nodded and said, by your leaving, Hokage-sama. Naruto nodded and dismissed. So Danzo left and the Anbu returned back to their posts. Naruto begins to think of his future peace, not just for himself or his village, but also the world. Jiraiya, Chapter 9. Somewhere in the land of wind, a black figure walking through the sand. This is so-called land of wind. It is known for up close looking. It is in Konoha Anbu with a horse mask, running along the disc of experience speed faster than the most civilians lower class shinobis can travel or even see. They are appearance to catch up to the Lord Jiraiya of the legendary Sonics, whose less ascended to him, to the bare land of the Lord of Wind. Lead of Wind. The land of fire. The Anbus cannot help but think a more fitting name will be the land of sound. Before 3 finally seeing the from Shinobi, forward in the Shinobi distance, here is not to see him in the distance, wearing bright red and green along with a heavy, long, white hair ramping around in the wind. Slowly enough, the Anbu catch up to Jiraiya, who by this point had turned around and was waiting for them. Jiraiya-sama. Jiraiya just looked at the Anbu with an impressionist face before smiling and laughing, while asked, what my message have you got for me? Or did you just want me any apron for the great Jiraiya? He was with his wave of his hands, about jumping into a weird pose and standing for fireworks go off. The Anbu just stared at him like he was an idiot. Well, that's what it seems like, but it's hard to tell with the mask. Jiraiya's sweat dropped, so the Anbu speaks up. Anyways, Lord 5th Hokage Jiraiya interrupts. Wait, what 5th Hokage? What happened to Sarutobi sensei? He yelled, while shocking the pool Anbu. 1,000,000 miles an hour. Unlucky, the Anbu cannot reply. Lord 3rd returns and appreciates a successor. Jiraiya then stopped, shaking the Anbu. Well, who was it? Hours later, just shook his hand with saying, I'm sorry, but I cannot tell you at this moment, due to our orders and all, but I was told by the Lord 5th that you are to return and not to worry about the civilian council as they have been dealt with. Jiraiya just stared blankly and then started to run towards Konoha, leaving a clone of deaths while also dashing to the poor village, very poor and village unlucky Anbu with him. Chapter 10 Tsunade. Some small town in the land of fire, and a bear. Around the park table we see a veteran man and woman, by one standing out amongst all of them. She blonde hair, brown eyes, and focused, fair skin, and a very, very, very well enduring. We see her grabbing a loss very badly. Somehow she is losing to the entering table next to her. Is a young woman with black hair and holding a pig. The black-haired woman leaned over and begged to speak to the blonde style. Tsunade-sama, maybe you should stop and now before we lose all our money, she asked, hopefully. Tsunade just turned and said to the black-haired woman, Suzune, I cannot just give up. I can feel that I'm close to winning. She said while looking other. 1 second, you guys. Sorry for that. Let's get back into the story. Black-haired woman, Suzune, I cannot just give up now. I can feel the close to winning, she says while talking another shot of sake. She had Tsunade's luck turn around and within minutes was winning big. She then processed. Tsunade knew that whatever she won, something bad happens. So she quickly earned her winning and headed out the door with Suzune and towards only to be stopped by a Konoha Anbu wearing a tiger mask. Tsunade-sama. Tsunade tried to get away, but the Anbu caught her again and said, Tsunade-sama, I have an urgent message from the Hokage-sama. Tsunade just stopped and tried to get away and figured fight. She did not just get it over with. Inside, fine. What does Sarutobi sensei want? The Anbu responded by saying, I'm sorry, Tsunade-sama, but Lord 3rd is no longer Hokage. He retired, and Tsunade was shocked and did not say anything. So the Anbu continues. Lord 5th has ordered you and your apprentice by Konoha. Wait. Hold up. I just lost track. I'm sorry. Lord 5th has ordered you and your apprentice back to Konoha and pressured him to become a rival shinobi and started a medical program. And before Tsunade could interrupt, the Anbu continued. Failed to do so will receive in both you and your apprentice belong labeled as missing men, towards and having banished pass on your head. And you have 1 week to return before Tsunade could kill or cut him. The Anbu, doing the smart thing and ignored his every done, left very quickly. Tsunade was angry, so no scaring that she was pissed. So she did what she normally does when she's angry. She went and destroyed something. said something was a building in tower. Lucky abandoned. Nothing. She cluck beforehand. So lucky, but she knew that unless she went to the be a group with an Orochimaru, they some vanish. She went towards the Turo. That she better head back while gritting her teeth. She turned to Shizune and said, "Let's go, Suzune. Got to go to Konoha, so I could kill this daimyo new Hokage." So Tsunade and Suzune go and pick them up, head and down to the road towards Konoha. The Anbu then realized he forgot to mention the part about her family. Oh well, what is the worst that could happen? The Sanis returned in Konoha. Naruto sighed and had just gotten out of another very boring meeting with the Aburami clan. Head Sarutobi, Aburami, and known he was tired, but now he had another meeting with the old so fun and Bryden. Oh, who are we kidding? A meeting with the coldest Hashashi Hyuga was next, realizing not only a shinobi with patience, that being patience of those in his clan, but also a married engagement that he found while groping through his parents' things. The engagement was made between Naruto's mother, Kushin Uzumaki, and Hinata's mother. It was agreed marrying count between Naruto and Hinata that was made offer by the son of Naruto's father, Minato no Mikaze, and Hinata's father, Hasashi Hyuga. Naruto sighed while he did not hate Hinata. He did not know her. Well entered, and she always just been this. She's creepy. She's shy and creepy girl in the back of the class. They follows him around sometimes, and will they agreed was having them edgy at 13. A little young in his mind, but then again they were shinobis and could die at any moment. It also started that they were to be married at 18. Will he have trouble this with Hashashi first, but before anyone else? His door was opened without warning, and he walked in Anbu, Commander Dragon Leader Jiraiya, and a very pissed off Tsunade-sama. Shinji was shit along with her apprentice. Sighed, "Yep, this is going to be a long day," he mumbled to himself. Tsunade and Jiraiya looked shocked, both because a young boy whom looked Genin against sitting in the Hokage seat, wanting the hat. Jiraiya because don't you shut. Alright, sorry about that barking if you heard it. Let's get back into the story. Jiraiya because he looked like he was seeing the ghost of his former student on attending a meeting Minato ghost. And Tsunade because seeing a boy that's young wearing the Hokage's hat made her think of her younger brother who had died in the Second Great War. When Naruto decided it went best to speak up before they could speak. "Hello, Jiraiya-san, Tsunade-san, and you as well, Suzune-san. My name is Naruto Uzumaki, but my full birth name is Naruto Uzumaki no Mikaze. I am the 5th Hokage of Konohagakure no Shoto," he said with a side smile on his face. While looking at them, he was also laughing inside at the expression of their precious shock. This was going to be fun. Next chapter. We got one more wait. How many chapters? We got one more chapter after this, and then we're finished for this chapter. Lady Tsunade, Lord Jiraiya, and Suzune look at Naruto as if he was crazy, which he might very well be. But then again, with what Shinobis is not just like crazy inside. He looked at them with a smile. It belonged again, well, anyone. Was almost interrupted, cutting off by Tsunade, who just got over her shock and remembered her anger. Alright, Gaki, why you called me back to this damn village and threatened me? Naruto just looked calmly at her and said, the reason I threatened you is because over a while you would not have returned. It is a some mission as that, and the reason I called you back is to revive the Konoha Great Hospital and to also start to medic nin program so that each Shinobi team has a medical certification Shinobi on it, as well as for Suzune to teach medical first aid and medical ninjutsu at the academy, while also helping you at the hospital. I also want to meet you since you're not only my grandmother, my godmother, but also a descendant cousin because my mother was an Uzumaki and your godmother was also a Uzumaki. Naruto then looked at Jiraiya and speaking. Again, I called you back for 2 reasons. One, I need updates on what's going out in the world. 2, you're my godfather and I will keep the way on missions by eternal life, and I like to get to know you since now that I dealt with the council. You should not have known issues. Plus, I heard you want to have meet said summoning for the toads and summoning contracts for the toads, and the sounds awesome. He guessed as them. For the next 3 hours they talked about the veteran thinking for the medical program to how Naruto life was and how to become Hokage. Jiraiya went to a house and he owned the village. Tsunade and Suzune went to the Senju compound, and Naruto went to a room they had provided being used as a strong, but they had cleared out men into the bathroom for him. Plus, it was only across the hallway for his office. Just before he went his room, he was informed by a Commander Dragon that his public continent would be in 2 days. Naruto thanked the dragon from informing him before he went into his new bedroom. Chuckling the room out, it had a king-size bed with orange sheets, a blanket and pillow because you can never have enough orange. And it had a few desks in combat, along with also having a full of exotic complement of uniforms, as well as awesome nice smell men's and village colors. But they also all had the Uzumaki clan's emblem and the Kenjutsu for fire on them to respect that he was off the Uzumaki clan and he was the Hokage. After checking out his room, he got a quick shower and went back to bed. He could not help thinking as he being fine to sleep, and an orange, the color of his compounds. Meeting 13. This chapter 13. This is the last movie chapter. Then after this movie chapter, then will be chapter 4 to chapter 18. Then we will finish. So yay. Naruto wake up, squinting his eyes. He grabbed at the first, and that was the side bring their window. He made him. He wake up and this damn early. He should not really get some. Sorry, I had to yawn. He should really get some blinds. He looked over to the clock and it was 6:58. Damn it, he said while putting a pillow over his head. He mumbled into the pillow. I want to sleep, said Naruto. Said Naruto. Wait. 6:58. I want to sleep. My first meeting of the day is not till 8. Sighed, he just can't not win, so he decided to get up anyways. Going to the bathroom and went towards on the shower to warm it up. He looked in the mirror and wondered if he should get a haircut. Nah, getting in the shower, wondering, questioning, and getting out, he brushed his teeth just as quickly. Then he leaves the bathroom and goes to the dresser, grabbing some clothes. He gets dressed in his uniform and making sure his weapons are on him. He finally dragged himself down to the cafeteria. Has something to eat, and then dragged himself to this office. He sat back and let his clones do his paperwork, and then waited. He checked the clock and it says 7:28. He sighed and he waited. A half an hour later, a knock at his door granted him an entry, which had familiar being on his clones working, so he sat up and dismissed his clones and setting his uniform while saying enter. As the door opens, Hasashi Hyuga, the lord of the leader in the clan, head of the Nobile Hyuga clan, walked in. Also the men whom he had last second chanced the meeting with yesterday. Oh well. Hasashi walked in and closes the door behind him before sitting down at the right side chair in front of the Hokage's desk, greeting Naruto. Hasashi began, "Good morning, Hokage-sama." Naruto greeted back, "Good morning, Hasashi-san." Hyuga-san. Press and continue. And let me apologize for having to prevent yesterday meeting. Some things pressing to villagers. Secret comes up, he said while bowing. Said Hasashi just nodded before responding by saying, "That is quite alright, Hokage-sama. I'm aware and know that sometimes other mistakes may come up for you. That's all important for the village." Naruto gave a grin and then begins to speak again. "The reason I called this meeting is, well, two reasons. Actually, one, if you approve of the new rules your clan Shinobi would be playing in the villagers' forest, you should have spent a fill on the paperwork." Hasashi nodded and said, "Yes, I did, and I do approve of it. All of it seems to be well organized throughout." Naruto then says, "Good, very good. Then second reason is this, Naruto says while pulling out the marriage agreement between him and his Hinata and handing it to Hasashi. "As you can see, this is a marriage agreement, and while, yes, I am Hokage and I could break, I will not seem as this is something that my late parents wanted, as you know, and I, Hinata, will soon be turning 13 in just about 5 months. And then when we by agree will get image, and as you know, the agreement stated that she cannot have the carriage bunsil cage bunsil. Hasashi just looked at the paperwork and does not show any emotion on his face. Well, he says, it seems very valid. I do have a very responsibility of this agreement. I thought it was some times ago, and I may have been drinking while it was made. Very well. You and Hinata shall hate Inji in a 5 months' time, while being married at the age of 18 of age. Hinata will no longer be heir to the Hyuga clan. The turn will fall to her sister, Hanabi Hyuga. Hanabi. Hinata will not reveal the seals as part of agreement. He then added, I was informed Hinata this afternoon of the agreement. I sure you will be hear from her soon. He finished speaking while standing up and heading toward the door, but just before leaving he said, I support it. Should also help that Hinata always feel or love towards you. Trust her will Hokage-sama with his bow and leaves. Naruto is actually shocked because while yes he had an idiot mask on, he actually was pretty dealt with its coming to feelings like love. He did not know Hinata loved him. He promised Famil as his brain shut off for a bit. All the white rant in Ambos and the reference laughed at him, quickly off-cutting. Alright, last one. This is my last one and then I will stop. Naruto started out over the village. In the village is the first father had died from his village. From his office window he could see the 4 Hokage's faces looking over him. It's about 10 in the morning and he's waving for his comment Hokage rubbing to be delivered. They are just expecting a copy of Lord Third. Remember by a smile. Sighed while let's see how the villagers react himself. There is a knock at the door, and Naruto called out enter. Commander Dragon walked and carried a small box. Hokage-sama, your command robe are here, he said while putting the box on Naruto's desk. Naruto replied by saying, thank you, Dragon. You're dismissed. While I change, Dragon then bows and leaves. Naruto opens the box and looked at the robe and required taking them out and plus putting them on over the uniform. They all were through nicely, being made of experienced white and red stripes. He has to hold the hat and looked wearing it since the daimyo will crown him. Walking of his office to a wearing air, the Commander Dragon and Komodo Danzo and the Jonin Commander, Lord Shikunara, are well, he said to get their attention. Let's get this over with. Then Danzo Dragon and Shikaku walked out into the balcony, getting them crowded over 80,000 strong of both 80 strong over both civilians and shinobis there crowded before silence went for Shikaku to speak. After a second or two, he begins to glances. Greatest people of Konoha! He shouted, making sure all attentions are on him. I come before today to offer a cool desko to the Lord Fifth Hokage of Konoha Gekier, no Shoto, no Sande. Of course, to this there are many ones of councils of many people yelling what happened to the Lord Third. And when was this decision? So Shikaku continued to answer some of your questions. Lord Third is still alive and in a peace health. He has resigned, and sadly, he is not here for continue this. Cause his successor, he is on a sorry. His successor is on a long dismissal vacation. Today is the fourth day that the new Hokage has been government. New first, let me grant the daimyo and wish him good help for all of us, he said while turning to the daimyo who had perverted being standing by. Now it's and Shikaku bowed. Thank you. Is all the daimyo say? Shikaku then continued. Now, let us welcome the fifth Hokage, the fifth Lord Hokage of Konohagakure no Shoto. He said while turning towards the door, which two, don't you fucking dare. Saying while turning towards the door, which two Anbu opens, and out walks Naruto, wearing the white and red Hokage robe and with his white blondish hair bowing and the breeze in his blue eyes shining. As soon as he walked out and stopped next to the daimyo, well, let's just say the civilians wasn't happy at all. Wasn't happy. Stopped next to the and wasn't happy at all. With mind scared that he has a demon and that he should be killed, along with screaming that leave by those people who are ignoring it, and then told to shut up with little killer intent by former dragon. Then the daimyo begins to speak while looking at Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. At this, there was once again a denial and shouted of outturns who were against sealing by Commander Dragon, and also the daimyo begins again. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, do you hereby accept the position and responsibilities of the Lord Hokage of Konohagakure no Shoto and the Shinobi military leaders of the Land of Fire? Do you swear on your clans, the Uzumaki and Namikaze, along with your honor, to defend in the best of your ability not only the Konoha but also the entrance lead of the Land of Fire, till your last dying breath? Do you swear on uphold the law of the Land of Fire and bro? After, let's get back into the story. I'm sorry. Alright. Upload the Land of Fires, and do you swear to carry this wind while a fire and ensure its peace onto the next granted? Naruto just looked at the daimyo with a serious eyes and shining breath with the fire of Yamiko, and covered and said with a unmonic confusion, I swear it on my life. The daimyo then placed the Hokage's hat on his head and said, then may your raging be long and process. With this, the 37th daimyo on the Land of Fire, Hubert, hear me accept you, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, as the fifth Hokage, the Lord Hokage of Konohagakure no Shoto. The crowd, most of them cheered, while many Spike also skipped away to tell their other neighbor of this. Naruto sends a few, but does not worry. Let them other natures, knowing let them other knows fear. Alright, this is the meeting. I'm so done with this. So this is chapter 15. I'm not gonna get into chapter 15. I stopped at chapter 15. So I'm going from 15 to 18. Then we're done. I'm happy. You happy. We all happy. That making me happy. Because this was almost an hour long video. I don't like it. I hate it. If I had to do this movie from 1 to 18, I would have snapped. Twig. I'm gone. But with that being said, just for me to talking, just a quick reminder, I'm going to be doing only fan fictions to other what if creators. So if you got great what if ideas, please go comment down below. If you do not have a great idea, just still comment down below. I would like to hear your thoughts. So with that being said, I'm doing only fan fictions and creating my own fan fiction that is not ready yet and that is secret to the naked eye. With that being said, my name is Anime Chia. Do not use your abilities called the Dojutsu. Using the Sharingan will get you killed within Konoha. The entire Konoha Uchiha massacre happened by his own brother. Itachi Uchiha massacred the whole clan with a man known as Obito. Obito and Itachi killed the whole clan and massacred, leaving only one clan, Uchiha. His name was no other than Sasuke Uchiha. But one Uchiha was flying away in the distance. His name was Anime Uchiha. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if you're new. And enjoy movie 2. Peace. Love you guys. Bye.